Hey guys, hey, welcome to Mondays with Marc. I'm Marc, and this is Smokeysteveandmarc. Oh, yes, it is. welcome back. And you know what? This is Camp SSAM Week 2, but before we head over to camp, I thought we'd do a little garden update because, well, it's been a little while, right? And the garden's been growing, and I got a lot more done too, and I'm excited to show you. And I think I made maybe a mistake or two, and I need to ask your opinion on something too. So let's get to it. Here's what's been going on in the garden. So as far as our herbs are going, they're going pretty good, but this is the mistake I was telling you about. So I thought it would be a great idea to plant the herbs all along the wall here for our herb garden, and I do think it's a good idea, but look, they're just not growing. They should be twice the size by now, really. I know we got them in late, but I don't know, they should be a little bit bigger, and that is because of the sun. This big tree here, well, he grew a little more, and he's blocking out the sun. So I do have a friend at work, a patient, who offered to help cut some of those branches off. So I think I'm going to take him up on it, and that'll help with the sunlight. Check out our patchouli plant. Ooh, he's nice and healthy, huh? And I got our pathway done. Well, almost done. I have it all laid out, and I would say about half of it is in the ground, like nice and secure. But we have it all laid out, and we have the little bridge here done for our drain. All the water comes from here, and it's going to go all the way down there. And the other path comes around another bridge, and then it leads us down all the way down here, to our pumpkin patch. Ooh, it's doing good. I do think it's doing pretty good. Again, these were put in pretty late. And our cabbages as well. As you can see, they've been eaten by something, but I've been treating them with neem oil for the last week, and now they will be left alone. And check out our corn. Our corn is doing nicely, as is our celery here. Now the next thing I'm going to do with the celery is bind them together, tie them up a little bit, so they grow more upright there. And how about our tomatoes and peppers? Doing pretty good. We got tomatoes, and all of our peppers are blooming as well. So they're doing pretty good there. And our Halloween garden, y'all, look how fascinating is this. These are our pumpkins on a stick, which are part of the eggplant family. They're all blooming, but let's see if I can get a close-up here. Look at the leaves. The leaves have spikes on them, on the top and on the bottom. Isn't that fascinating? A natural thing they do to keep away predators. And our bat flower is doing nice too. It's over here. Oh, we got peas. And our second round of carrots. And our beans. I had to add a little trellis up here because they were growing so tall. Cucumbers. And our morning glories and our moonflower. So that's what's been going on with the garden. I hope you liked the little tour, and we'll make more garden updates a little more regularly now that everything's changing by the week, So, all right, you know what? I think it's time we head on over to Camp SSAM. Come on. We made it to camp. It's a beautiful evening, and the fires going to give us some warmth. Oh, you know what? We're going to have a fun time this evening because we have a great recipe to do and a project to do. But before that, I wanted to share with you a little story, a little campfire story, I guess. No, not really. But one of the first projects I ever did in my life was at summer camp. And it's a great little project. And I tell you what, you know, I think it really, really sparked my interest in gardening. I really, really do. We grew Acolia from seeds, and the project is so simple. Just grab yourself some Acolia seeds, get a little pot and fill it up with some potting soil. And then you'll sprinkle those seeds on top of the soil, cover it with a 1/4 inch of more soil, and then keep it nice and moist until the little seedlings appear. And that'll only take like a week or less. And before you know it, you'll have a little Acolia in a pot like this. And this will continue to grow, and you can have it as a house plant. You know, you can keep, transplanting it to a larger pot, and it'll get bigger. And you can clip these off and put them in water, and you'll have like a ton of new plants to plant in the garden. I mean, it was really, really a nice project. And like I said, it sparked my interest in gardening. I must have been, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 years old when we did this project. And I remember having that Acolia plant. I don't even know how long. I had it a long time. I did. And I think it's a great project for a kid, you know, like a STEM project kind of a thing. They get to work with the dirt, they get to see something grow, and then you can teach them, you know, how things grow. I don't know. It's pretty nice, and I definitely wanted to share that with you. Oh, man. And speaking of projects, y'all, I just happen to have a great project to do. Oh, yeah. It's campfire themed, too. We're going to make, a campfire nightlight. So why don't we head over to the craft cabin? Come on, let's go. Oh, yes, so here we are in the craft cabin. Okay, we're doing the best we can here. We can't afford to build an entire craft cabin set. Anyway, and I'm really excited to share this project with you. Y'all, we're gonna make a campfire nightlight. Let's get started. So what do we need? Well, first of all, we need a base of some sort. So I got these 4x4 wooden bases off of Amazon, and they come in packs of 2 or single or 6 or 12, and they're really inexpensive. They're nice and finished and ready to go. You could always get these too. They have these at the Dollar Tree. You know, this works as well. Or you can cut a circle or a square out of some pretty thick and sturdy cardboard, okay? And then in addition to that, oh yeah, we need some sticks. And I just procured these from outside, of course. And then I went ahead and took some tacky glue and just gave them a coat of tacky glue on there and let them dry so they're nice and shiny. Yep. And then you'll need some moss, and we're just using the Spanish moss. Some black paint, the tacky glue, and then we need these little wooden blocks here. Also, I got these also at the Dollar Tree. They sell them in a pack like this. And then we need some rocks. Yes, just get them from outside, smaller rocks. And again, I took the tacky glue and I coated them and let them dry so they're nice and shiny. I hope that shows up for you. It has a nice little shine on them. And then we need something to give white to our nightlight, right? Now, that could be fairy lights or these red fairy lights, which are really nice because they have different settings on here by doing this, which we can make it look like it's flickering or whatever, you know. So these are pretty nice here. You know, you'll find these everywhere at Christmas time, but now you're going to have to go to a craft store or order them online. You could also use a flickering tea light, battery operated like this, or if you wanted it to be like electrical, get yourself a C4 socket cord like this. and a flame bulb. Oh yeah, and they sell these at every craft store or online, and you may even have some tucked away with your Christmas stuff, you know. I had a ton of these, so I think this is going to look really nice. Ooh. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to take our little blocks and our base, and we're going to paint them black. There we go. And as you can see, I put 4 of our little blocks on the bottom of our base for like a little stand, okay? And it's all painted black. And then I went ahead and coated them again with just some tacky glue, so they had a nice little shine to there. Now you can see the shine. There you go. All right. So our next step, let's work with some rocks, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do with our rocks here, I have all different sizes here, larger and smaller ones. What we're going to do here is we're going to place them on our base, and we're going to start with our larger ones. And the goal here is to make a circle. So here, I'll just throw them on real quick like this here. Okay, like that. We're going to make a circle on our base. It's all the way to the edge of the base. You can even hang over a little if you want. And then we'll add some of our little rocks to fill in some of the gaps here. So we make kind of like a rock, like enclosed fire pit is what we're going for. And we're going to secure those down with hot glue. All right. There we go. Looks cool, huh? All right, so now we have our rock circle done. Now we're going to build our campfire. And for that, we will need our sticks. And there we go. And then you're going to want to put something in the center of it here just to give it a little bit of support, because we're going to be using hot glue. And we're going to glue those in like, yeah, that's a good size there. Okay, like this into a, like a point. Can you see that? There we go, into a point. So for the first couple here, we're going to glue them at the bottom, and then we're going to just kind of lean them up against there, and then we'll glue the next one to the bottom, and then to this stick here, and they can just rest on there, rest on there until the glue dries, and then we're going to do that all the way around. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. See what we're kind of going for there? Okay. And then once we get like, almost all, halfway, maybe a little bit more, we probably could take this out now, but I just like to have it in there for support until we get some ones on this side. So we're just going to continue all the way around. All right. I think that looks good there. And now we got to clean all these little, okay. So there we go. And there's our campfire. Now in the back of it, I did leave a little space here so we can still get inside to work in there to put our light in and put some moss in. This stuff gets everywhere, as you can see from my table. There we go. Oh, I want to tell you too, I just added some small little twigs too. I didn't use just the big ones. I used some smaller ones in there to fill it in. But, you want to leave space so some light shines through. Of course, Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our moss and we're kind of going to tuck it in, making a little nest inside almost like this. We're going to tuck it in like this, and then we're going to pull it through just a little so a little bit hangs out. So a little hangs out, and we're going to do this all the way around, and then we're going to kind of secure it down just every so often with just a touch of hot glue. I should have been a cowboy. Should have learned it. Oh man, I have that song stuck in my head. Love that song. Okay, we're done with our moss, as you can see there. Okay, so put it in there. I added a few, just do however you like it. I added some up here, and what we did was we created kind of like a nest in the center. Yeah, like you can see that here. I'll show you the back. So that we can add our light. And I think for this one, we'll go ahead with the tea light because I got it all ready. It's one of those flickering ones. And to the bottom, I just glued on one of our little wooden blocks on the cover of the battery there so we can still take the cover off and change the battery when we need to do it. But these are nice. These are timers. They run for 8 hours and then turn off, and then they turn automatically back on 16 hours later. So we're going to place that in there like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add just a little more moss here to kind of hold them in place. Down like that. And I'll hot glue that in a little bit later. I just want to show you how it looks. There we go. Check that out. Nice, huh? Nice, huh? I think this is really, really, really cute. I could definitely see this sitting on a mantle or on a nightstand. And what a great gift for like a, it doesn't have to be a kid. It could be a kid or an adult who loves camping or even, you know, making s'mores over the campfire. So remember I said that you can also electrify it as well. So I wanted to show you here. We have here, so that would be the difference. You would put the cord in like this, and you could either secure that in with hot glue or some of the, you know, these just clip in. And I just drilled a hole in our base using a hole bit there, you know, the same size as our socket. And okay, because that's nice too, because this is, I guess, more of a permanent thing, you know, and because we have the legs on there, the cord comes out. It doesn't you know, make it wobbly or anything. So the second one I'm going to do, I'm going to do electric like this, and this is going to be a gift for somebody, you know. So but anyway, there you have it. Oh yes, our campfire nightlight. Oh, how cool. Whoa, all that crafting, I really built up an appetite. How about you? So we're here in the camp kitchen with an awesome recipe for you. Today, we're gonna make some bacon wrapped hot dogs topped with summer slaw. Oh, it is so good. It's really gonna take those grilled hot dogs and bump it up a notch. So let's get started. What do we need? Well, obviously, we need some hot dogs, whatever brand you like the best. I like the all beef hot dogs here, okay? And then, of course, we need hot dog buns, and then we need slices of bacon. And you're gonna want enough bacon to wrap your hot dogs, so however many you're gonna make. This entire recipe will give you enough coleslaw for 8 hot dogs. In addition to that, you're gonna need some garlic powder and some chili powder. All right, so we have our grill on and it's heating up. You're aiming for about a medium heat there, okay? Now, if you're using charcoal, definitely lift that rack up a little bit so it's not over direct heat, okay? All right, let's slide this out of the way and get to work on our dogs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take each one of our hot dogs and we're gonna make a little slit in like that, about 1 inch apart, and you're gonna do that to all of your dogs. And next, we're gonna take our bacon and we're gonna wrap our hot dogs with it. Yes, bacon and hot dogs together. Yeah, okay. And then at either end, you're going to secure that with a wooden toothpick, just to hold it on for a little while we grill it, okay? All right. There, we lost the dog. Okay, and now we're going to sprinkle each one with some garlic powder, oh yes, and some chili powder. Ooh, just like that. Okay, and now we grill. Okay, we're going to place these on our grill there, just like so. Keeping those toothpicks up, of course, like that. And then we're going to let them continue to cook until that bacon is nice and crispy and our dogs are cooked all the way through. And that'll be 6 to 8 minutes. And just make sure you rotate them while they're grilling, okay? On the first rotation, you can go ahead and take those picks out. Oh, yeah. So while our dogs are cooking, let's make our slaw. Oh, this summer slaw is so delicious and will really take our hot dogs over the top. So in my bowl here, I have 1/2 of a well, like a small to medium cabbage, all thinly sliced, 1 large carrot, shredded, and 1/2 of a red onion, thinly sliced. Then over here, oh, this is where the good stuff is, right? We have 1/2 cup of fresh parsley, all chopped up, 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro all chopped up. Then we have 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Woo! And to that, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and 3 tablespoons of whole milk. And that's all there is to it. We're going to whisk this all together. And now we're going to add this right to our veggies. Ooh. We got to get all that goodness out of there. I got to get a spatula, but now we toss to combine. Oh, doesn't that look at all the colors? Oh, it smells good too. All right, and that's our slaw. All right, let's check our dogs. You know what? Here, let's make them up. So I have 2 buns ready to go. You can grill them or not, totally your choice. And let's make 2 up here, and we'll get our dogs off. Look, our bacon wrapped dogs. Nice. Okay, put him there. And we'll put him there. Okay, nice. Okay, and then, oh yes, we are topping it with our slaw. Oh, definitely. Oh boy. So, I'll tell ya. The textures in here are so great, as are the flavors, really. That the crunch from the coleslaw just adds to it. It really, really does. So, there you have it. Oh yeah, bacon wrapped hot dogs topped with summer slaw. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh, hot franks for dinner tonight. Oh yes, and lit by a campfire. To get any better than this? No, seriously, I really can't wait to dig into these. I'm not really a hot dog fan, but I'll tell you, wrapped in bacon and topped with slaw, I think I could manage that one. And how about our little nightlight? Did you like it? I really love this little project, and like I said, I think it'll make a nice gift too, and there's a lot of different ways that you can make it, you know, using the fairy lights or, you know, the electric light too, you know, that's nice too. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed our project and our recipe this evening, and our time here at Camp SSAM. We'll probably be returning next week at some point, and I'll get Steven to come with me too, so we'll have a lot of fun. I think we're going to make, we're going to be making some s'mores next week. Oh yeah, and maybe like a few different kinds too. Oh yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for camping with me today. I'm just about ready to head into the tent and tuck in for the evening. Please hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it, and that notification bell so you know when we have a new video coming out. All of our contact information is right down below, our email address and our post office box. If you have any questions or anything, about anything we did today, just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you, okay? Check us out over on social media. That would be X and Facebook and Instagram. Thank you again, everybody. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. You have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time, all right? Ciao, everybody. Ooh, so good.